and welcome to About Town. I'm Susan Stevens.
And I'm Kathy Whiteman. Thanks so much for joining us as we welcome 2022 with part 2 of our Best of About Town special.
We've got more great stories and interesting people from 2021. I'll be talking with 2 of the stars and the director of Cyrano later in the show.
As always, we'd love to hear your feedback. Tell us about events going on around the community, people we should profile, or stories you'd like to see on the show.
You can email us at ictn@cityofirving.org or connect with us on social media. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. We'd love to hear from you. The first ever Holiday Fan Expo at the Irving Convention Center attracted the fandom from all over the Metroplex for some last-minute holiday shopping and fun. Here's a look.
I am here with Santa, and we're taking pictures with all the people from Irving and North Texas. So much fun.
Brought a little cold weather with me down from the North Pole, so it's kind of nice and festive, and everyone seems to be having a good time. So I'm taking pictures and adding people to the nice list.
The Irving Convention Center got into the Christmas spirit with its first ever Fan Expo Dallas Holiday Market.
I plan on making my way around and seeing if I can get a little last-minute Christmas shopping in.
We've been hosting the shows here in Irving for a number of years, but this year with all the pandemic and schedule shifting, we weren't able to host our usual fall event here. So we got thinking, let's do something for the holidays. And it's a really fun way to celebrate. We haven't seen a lot of our fans and our vendors this year. It's a way of just capping off the weirdest year ever with a little bit of a nerdy Christmas spin. One of the key focuses for this event is holiday shopping for every nerd on your list. So you can come here. These are all small businesses. These are people that set up this small business for this day, so you can get in and get out, no shipping hassles, the parking is easy, and you can catch everyone on your list. In terms of the holiday attractions, we're doing fun things like a cosplay red carpet with a festive twist.
Lumine, Genshin Impact. She's the Traveler. And I am Amber, also from Genshin Impact. She's the first person the Traveler meets, and she helps along the entire quest. Well, we all know Kylo Ren is Supreme Leader of the First Order, and what better way to wish you a Merry Sithmas.
Some attendees told Santa their Christmas wishes.
Did you know Santa's coming over there?
Yes, I saw that. Santa? I know him!
Santa has a unique geeky twist to it because instead of the traditional North Pole throne, you're actually sitting on a throne on the Star Wars set.
My most favorite thing about events like these are the people. It's great being around a group of people who are like-minded, who all have varying fandoms that they love. But yet they all love each other because of their love of fandoms.
While others took part in the indoor snowball fight.
We know you don't get a lot of snow here in Texas, but some of the friends that run the show, we happen to be from Canada. So we thought, what better fun than to bring a little bit of the Great White North down to Irving. So the indoor snowball fight, we hope that kids will run in there, that they'll stack up the boxes, make a fort, toss some snowballs at each other.
It's fun. We're all coming out here having a great time. And well, that's about the only snowball fight we're going to get down here when temperature's sometimes 80 degrees in December, so we're going to rock it.
And of course, everyone stopped by a number of different booths that express artist creativity, including comic book professionals, designers, and even bakers.
I make gourmet custom chocolate pretzels. I have today with me Harry Potter, comic book characters, and some Star Wars. For my first year in business, I was making just caramel wrapped pretzels, and that's become our signature pretzel. And then after that, both my kids kind of started helping me just put other things on pretzels, and it kind of expanded from there.
Whether you were looking for a sweet treat or a neat gift, there was something for everyone to geek out about at the Fan Expo Dallas Holiday Market.
Honestly, seeing the cosplayers, that's a lot of fun.
It's always so amazing to see what people make and what they do for a living.
I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, but I also love Star Trek, sci-fi, fantasy.
Buddy the Elf.
Buddy the Elf. Obviously, everybody loves Buddy the Elf.
We think it's a really fun way to cap off a pretty hard year.
For About Town, this is Susan Stevens.
The Irving Schools Foundation hosted their first ever concert at the Toyota Music Factory featuring the Eli Young Band. It was an evening to raise money for the foundation's efforts and to honor some very special people. Here are some highlights.
In my bedroom at midnight when I first heard Nirvana, I was 16 the first time I told a girl I loved her.
Tonight is our first annual Guitars and Stars event. It's a celebration of our teachers and just the years that they've been through with COVID and everything they've been dealing with. It's nice, just a celebration, really. We have all of our teachers coming for free tonight, all of our campus employees. This is just an opportunity for us to say, come have a good time, enjoy some food and drink, and get away from the hecticness of their lives right now.
I'm going home to be forever blessed.
We have our Nimitz band opening up, and they will be singing a couple of great songs.
I will sing God's mercy every day, every hour. He gives me power. I will sing and give thanks to thee.
And then we'll have Prophets and Outlaws perform. We have a very special video that some important people in our city and community have put together for us to thank our teachers. We'll also be announcing our Legacy Award tonight, and I can't tell you who it is yet, but it's a very special surprise, and this person has no idea that they're receiving it, so we're going to surprise them with it tonight.
This year, the 2021 Legacy Award goes to Diana Pfaff. Crystal, we already picked out who this year is going to go to. We already picked it out. We picked it out. We picked it out. I cannot believe you did this. I cannot believe you did this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't think of anyone better, and Diane, I'm sorry I've had to lie to you all these months.
And then, of course, the Eli Young Band will perform as well. Because of COVID, scrambled a little bit trying to find a band, and we got a phone call from one of our donors that said, I know y'all are trying to find a band, and you know, my son would be interested. And we were like, well, who's your son? He said, well, have you heard of the Eli Young Band? And we were just blown away that they would even think of little old Irving Schools Foundation to come play. It's been a really strange time for us. It's hard to fundraise. It's been difficult to find funds for things that we know we need, because most of our loyal donors kind of put a stop to some of their giving because they were trying to figure things out too. And I'm just so grateful. We had so many great donors that stepped up, that said, we're still going to support your event tonight. We want to support the teachers. And yeah, it's just been a challenge for everyone. And we're hoping tonight we raise a lot of good funds with our auction that we have. And we're hoping people just open up their pocketbooks and support our kids. I'm excited to be able to sit back and enjoy the event, and I know the teachers that I've talked to are just so excited, and I can't wait to turn around and look at all of them just, you know, applauding for their schools. We'll have a couple shout outs for different schools, and just watching the band and having a good night.
Another new event, Bingo Bash Monster Mash, combined music, costumes, bingo, and more to raise money for Irving Cares. Here's a look at all the fun.
Cue the music and mark your cards. Irving Cares hosts Bingo Bash Monster Mash, a new Halloween-themed fundraiser at the Texican Court in Las Colinas.
Music bingo is basically a little twist on regular bingo, right? So we pass out bingo cards, and instead of pulling out balls and reading numbers, what I do is I play about 45 seconds of a song. If you have that song on your bingo card, guess what? You win. You can go across the board horizontally, you can go down the board vertically, or you can go across the board diagonally with a free space.
Vice Chair of the Irving Cares Board, Joy Goodrum, explains how they came up with the musical benefit.
Sitting with Kyle and Terry from Irving Cares, talking with them, I love dressing up, I love parties, I love finding ways to combine awesome music and costumes and fun people, put it all together, and we got Bingo Bash Monster Mash.
People sing along, sometimes people get up and dance. We just have a really good time with it all the way around.
Music bingo winners chose from a table of donated prize, including Irving Cares bracelets and E. Fratelli's gift cards. Another way to win big at the event is by participating in the wine pool.
You pay $25 for a ticket. You get to go over and go grab a bag. There's a wine bottle in the bag. They're valued from $25 to $100 a piece. Bring it home, and you could walk away with a $100 bottle of wine.
While guests play and dance, they also enjoy a Texican buffet.
seeing that we're at the Texican. They love Southwest, so we have a little Tex-Mex cuisine, we have the quesadillas, we have the chips, and of course you're gonna have the queso, which we all love.
Proceeds from the festive evening goes towards Irving Care's mission to help local families in need.
We're gonna be doing emergency care for our local people in Irving that need help with like rental assistance or electricity. We also help with proactive things such as financial literacy classes. We are now offering certification programs for people to help them get ahead before they end up being in a situation where they might need Irving Cares for another reason. The other way that we help, third way we help, is through food.
The Bingo Bash Monster Mash put a little pep in everyone's step as they dressed up and came together for a good cause.
I think events now are kind of twofold. One, you're able to raise money whenever we've really been needing some help. All the nonprofits in Irving, Texas, they've all been needing help. So raising money that way, but also finding a way to bring together friends. So many of us have missed getting to see each other and to spend good quality time, having some laughs, having fun. What better way to do it than coming out and supporting Irving Cares?
For About Town, this is Susan Stevens.
This week, Susan talks with Joe Wright, director of the new film Cyrano. She also visits with Haley Bennett and Kelvin Harrison Jr., two of the stars of this musical reimagining of the classic love story.
He's here.
Cyrano?
Cyrano.
Pleasure to meet you, Cyrano de Bergerac.
You're a freak. Freak.
Obviously, in the story of Cyrano, Cyrano knows Roxanne so well that he's able to give Christian the words to, win her over without actually knowing her. And I was wondering, if you were being Cyrano'd and somebody wanted to make you fall for them, who's the person in your life that could give that person the words to win you over?
Who can give me the words to win me over? I don't know. My best friend knows me the most, so I feel like he could probably give somebody and tell him, you just got to make me laugh at the end of the day. That's all I want to do. I want to laugh. If you got a couple of good jokes, we're in.
Joe Wright. He's very romantic. I think, yes. He's very romantic. Look, I'm blushing now.
Oh, so he knew all the words to win you over. What was it that he said? Because obviously for Roxanne, it's the poetry. What is it that he said to win you over?
Joe's just so supportive, and he always encourages me to be an individual, and that has been, and also just to love myself, like human, floppy, messy woman, just to be a multi-dimensional, flawed person. That's it's been really liberating to be loved properly.
What are the key words that are going to keep you interested in that person?
We're getting real serious about relationships.
Yeah, we're talking about love.
Yeah, just independence. I think that's a good one. Just a good sense of humor. I think that's good. Ambition. That's good. Yeah, and amusement park. That's good.
Oh.
I love an amusement park.
That is it. Yeah, I like those too.
We have no money. A clever marriage is your only option.
I won't be rescued. I'm not in distress.
Love, does that mean nothing to you? Children need love. Adults need money.
I need something to die for, write poems and cry for, and I won't be ashamed. I'd give anything for someone to say.
In this film, we're also getting to see love at first sight happen, and especially between Christian and Roxanne. And I was wondering, do you believe in love at first sight, or do you think it needs to be more like love needs to grow, kind of like how Cyrano loved Roxanne for all that time?
Oh, I believe in love at first sight. I think there's something chemical that can happen between two people when they first meet. I think they call them pheromones. that attract. And I think that, I've experienced it myself, and it is earth-shattering, and it will change your life. Yeah, no, I believe in that. But then you have to build on that, right? Then then you have to build on that, crux of that first kind of lightning strike, and that's where the hard work, begins.
I think you have to take time to let love grow. I mean, I think it's an active choice and effort every day to learn to love someone, how they want to be loved, how you want to be loved. I think we're constantly discovering that. So I think there's definitely attraction or interest at first sight, and that goes a long way. But that's just the the starting point to something that could be really beautiful.
That they can't live without me, and they'll be there forever.
I have a confession to make. I am madly in love.
Perhaps he feels the same.
But I've never actually spoken to him.
Of your love?
I think.
Well, I also really love the music in this film. And I think, I love the one that all three of you guys, whenever the montage with the letters.
Every letter.
Yes, and I like the one I think you sing, I Need More.
Yeah, such an amazing feminine anthem.
Yeah, very empowering.
I felt so in my power in that moment. I loved every second of it. I wish I could go back there. I hope lots of women are singing along with me.
Yeah, no, that was definitely the most empowering one. I felt that one.
Thank you.
Well, I guess that was maybe was that your favorite one of the film?
I know all the lyrics to every song. I know all, I love the music so much. I'm such a fan of the National, and I'm hoping that I get another chance to perform these songs one day.
Yeah.
With the National. That would be like my dream.
We must let her decide our fate. She must have the choice.
Cyrano opens in area theaters on January 21st. For more of Susan's reviews and celebrity interviews, visit thischicksflix.com.
Juneteenth became a federal holiday in 2021, and the Bear Creek community's annual observance brought attendees home for a family reunion-style celebration. Here's a look.
There are some long-held expectations for the annual Juneteenth celebration in Bear Creek.
This is a tradition that we do every year, so everybody's excited about doing it.
There's always good music. And good food.
He is selling fried alligator, so that's amazing.
Lots of games and lots of catching up with old friends. But the celebration is more significant this year because now the whole country is invited to join in.
We're thankful for the holiday.
This year is amazing because it's official.
This is now a federal holiday, and so that just adds a little bit more to this celebration.
It does. It really amplifies this day.
Finally, it's recognized, to the point that, everybody across the nation can, see it as something that's just not for Texas, it's for everybody.
And that's all we wanted, for everybody to enjoy this day with us.
Georgia Faro Recreation Center hosts the annual celebration. Joe Moses was there for the start of that tradition.
When I first got here, and that was over 20 years ago, they had stopped. It had stopped for a while, and that was one of the first things I heard was, we need to bring back the Juneteenth celebration.
And then as it kind of grew, then they had to move it over here to a bigger spot, and as you can see, it encompasses a lot more land than the Recreation Center had.
The additional space created the opportunity for a pop-up market at the event, organized by the West Irving Improvement Association.
We brought out the vendors so that we could bring the community together and just showcase some of the entrepreneurs that are out here.
That included food vendors with everything from fried alligator to frosty snow cones to ice-cold lemonade. And small business owners brought handcrafted jewelry and candles and chocolate.
Get your chocolate, the best chocolate in Irving.
People have been inside for a long time, and some started businesses during this pandemic. So a lot of people, this is their first event.
Another first, at least this century, was the Miss Juneteenth pageant.
We have a new generation of staff that's involved now. They went back, they looked at the archives, and they saw some of the activities that took place in the past, and they wanted to bring it back.
There were 4 contestants this year, and the crown went to Ariana Wilson.
She's from Singley Academy. She went hard today.
Ariana performed an original spoken word piece and wowed the crowd with her enthusiasm and confidence.
I just wanted to show that girls don't have to wear makeup and be super girly just to win anything. It's not a requirement to be successful in life.
It's good to see the young people, breathe energy into this event, and so I'm really excited about it.
That excitement was evident in every part of the day.
Are y'all having a good time so far?
This is the day that we come together. People that haven't seen each other in a while move away. We make it a point to come back to Juneteenth.
It just goes back years, and I was just happy to be part of the team to bring it back, and that it's still going strong.
It's like a family reunion when you come back, and I wake up excited on Juneteenth every year.
Bear Creek community, historic African American settlement. No greater place to have the Juneteenth celebration in Irving, but right here.
This is Kathy Whiteman reporting. Jurassic World fans learned about the Irving connection to the popular attraction when Susan interviewed the show's talent coordinators, Tiffany Riley and Dick Monday. Here's another look at her story.
It's an experience unlike any other.
Jurassic World, the exhibition, is an immersive experience. It's like you are stepping directly into the movie Jurassic World and going through it as if you were one of the players in the film.
The dinosaurs you feared and loved from the iconic movie have taken over Grandscape in the colony.
It's amazing because everything here is really based on the script of these movies.
As guests step into Jurassic World, they are greeted by a Brachiosaurus. They continue their walk through the prehistoric exhibit as they take pictures with baby dinos, explore the Hammond Creation Lab, and ultimately end on the most ferocious predator of all, the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
It is real, and it is live, and it is exciting.
This one-of-a-kind experience is enhanced by the performers who play their part to make the exhibition feel as realistic as possible. Irving's own Tiffany Riley and Dick Monday were in charge of casting the talents.
Actually, I think we hired 40 young actors and physical performers, and they were from Booker T. Washington High School, from UNT, and I have to say that 4 of them came from the fair city of Irving, and 2 of them actually are our offspring.
It was a joy, though, to see our kids really work hard. These are very difficult positions that take good dedication and focus. There's scripts to learn, and there's a lot of physical acting that goes on, and that's why we became involved, because our background is physical comedy and clowning, and so really taking these characters and not just making them talking heads where they're giving information, but these are physical actors, because this is a physical world. I mean, dinosaurs are pretty big, and so the people that work with them have to be pretty big as well.
Organizers say the engaging performances and lifelike dinosaurs is fun for both children and adults.
I think what makes great family entertainment is differentiating between kids' entertainment. And this is something we have always believed in, that you cannot talk down to any audience, that we're all together. And the fact is that if you don't entertain mom and dad, these kids are not going to come back to that show because they bought the ticket. And so I think it's very important for us to make sure that everyone's included in the experience that we provide. This isn't just for kids, this is for anybody. And everything we're involved with, we kind of like to keep that same concept.
Jurassic World, the exhibition, immerses guests of all ages and puts them closer to dinosaurs than ever before. For About Town, this is Susan Stevens.
We introduced a new segment on About Town last year called What's Cooking Irving. Here's another look at our story featuring David Lamberti preparing a signature dish.
Hi, I'm David Lamberti, owner of Lamberti's Ristorante and Wine Bar in Las Colinas, Irving, Texas. And today I'm going to cook for you one of our signature dishes, our Uncle Antonio. Top sirloin, nice cut of meat with the top fat on, just like I said. What we take is kosher salt and we generously salt it. So no oil, nothing else, no pepper, just super generous with the kosher salt to make sure you get every aspect of the steak, even the ends, because that's going to all get cut up and eaten, of course. The garnish on this, or the side, if you will, is super simple. It's actually onions that we pickled in lemon juice and kosher salt and oregano only, and then also the same thing with fresh cut tomatoes. So that will be mixed together in just the side garnish. So I'm going to take it to the grill. First step is, once again, on the hottest part of the grill. Here we go with that herb wand like I was telling you. Just give it a little bit of that extra flavor. It's funny, you wouldn't think to do this, but whenever you grill, if you use fresh herbs with a little bit of oil in it, it makes all the difference. 8 or 9 minutes of flipping it and turning it on the grill and basting it. You get where you want. Okay, so now we have the steak here. We're ready to start cutting. This is actually a Black Angus culotte, is the cut of the top sirloin. So what we like to do is to cut it a little bit on the bias like this. So we'll open that up just a little bit. You can see it's kind of perfect medium rare in there. Show the cook on it. Now for some of the important parts. Once again, coming back with that herb wand, I like to give it a little bit of that just to give the flavor on it. And then I'll pull out some of the herbs just as the garnish on top of the steak. Just give it a little there. We also want to make sure that we get, once again, plenty of salt. You can never underestimate salt and the importance to the dish. These are the onions again that I discussed with the lemon juice. You wouldn't think that you would need that, but it will help cut right through that steak and make it super fresh. And then we have the tomatoes that are also done in the same way. We marinate them separately because sometimes the onions can get a little too strong for the tomatoes. Our gusto sauce, so a lot of times people will get that on the side. The gusto sauce is basically a garlic aioli and chimichurri mixed together. And there you are, that's the Uncle Antonio.
In the final month of 2021, ICTN suffered a loss close to home. Longtime freelance photographer Scott Kless passed away on December 4th. He had a 30-plus year career in local video production and spent 20 of them here at ICTN. He was a familiar sight on the sidelines of many local high school football and basketball games over the years and was always eager to lend a hand on other ICTN productions. He is survived by beloved son Brandon, Brandon's mother, Kathy Fell Strong, and stepfather, Joe Strong. He will be greatly missed by his ICTN family. Here are a few great ways to ring in the new year happening about town. Mainstage Irving Las Colinas continues their 2021-22 season with Anna in the Tropics, running January 21st through February 5th in the Dupree Theater. Call 972-252-ARTS for tickets.
A 3-day anime and manga event is coming to Irving. It's called My Hero Convention Texas Smash, January 21st through the 23rd at the Irving Convention Center. Visit myheroconvention.com for more information. And that wraps up this edition of About Town. Thanks for joining us.
Please be sure to tune in next time for highlights from the 2022 Martin Luther King Jr. observance.
We'll also have a preview of Mainstage Irving Las Colinas' production of Anna in the Tropics.
We'll leave you tonight with a look at Elvis's birthday party featuring the Royal Tribute Band, brought to you by the Entertainment Series of Irving. For About Town, I'm Kathy Whiteman.
And I'm Susan Stevens. Have a great evening.
Slow.